This video is going to walk you through writing improper fractions as mixed numbers and mixed numbers as improper fractions, and also using mixed numbers in problems. This is part 2 of 2 for section 6.3 online. There are going to be 3 questions that I'm expecting you to be able to answer by the end of this. First of all, you're going to need to be able to take improper fractions and write them as mixed numbers, to take mixed numbers and write them as improper fractions, and then to understand how those kinds of numbers, mixed proper and improper, are handled in multiplication and division problems that we've already discussed. I'm treating these topics as review, and I will be going through them quickly. Okay, so first of all, improper fractions as mixed numbers. An improper fraction has a numerator that is bigger than the denominator. So for example, the example in the middle of this slide, 11/4, is considered an improper fraction because 11 is bigger than 4. To convert this to a mixed number, you're going to use long division. So we're going to go ahead and take 11/4, and we're going to convert the 11/4 into a division problem. Remember that 11 over 4, when written with this division symbol, is going to be 4 into 11. 4 goes into 11 twice, and we end up with a remainder of 3. The remainder is the numerator of the fractional part of your mixed number. So our whole part is 2, our remainder was 3, and our original denominator is 4, and that's not going to change. If we take a mixed number and change it to an improper fraction, we need to visually understand what's happening. So if I have 2.5, and I look at that 2.5 as a picture, that's 2 wholes, and then half of another whole. So if I count how many halves there are, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I see that I have 5 halves that are shaded in gray. That's an easy picture to draw when the numbers are small, but we need some sort of method to do that so that we don't have to draw a picture each time. So to change a mixed number to an improper fraction, we're going to multiply the denominator by the whole part and add the remainder in. So 2 times 2 gives us 4, plus 1 gives us 5, and our denominator is going to remain the same. So if I take 9/2 and convert that into a mixed number, just as a review, 2 goes into 9 4 times with a remainder of 1, so that's going to be 4.5. If I take 15/4, 4 goes into 15 3 times with a remainder of 3, so that's 3 3/4. And then finally, to convert this mixed number to an improper fraction, we're going to multiply 8 times 2, and that gives us 16. And then we need to add in that remainder, and that's going to give us 17. So as an improper fraction, that's going to become 17/8. So when you're dealing with multiplication and division problems, what you're going to find in MyLabs Plus is that it's not always going to just be fractions that they give you in homework. So if you're given a mixed number, you're going to have to change them to improper fractions first. So here's an example of a problem you're given in your homework. -3.5. We're going to go ahead and change them into improper fractions. 2 times 3 is 6, plus 1 is 7. Notice I didn't deal with that negative sign at all. I'm just going to bring it down as part of my improper fraction. Times, and then 7 times 3 is 21, plus 3 is 24. So I've got 24/7. Don't forget how we used our shortcut in the last video. So I'm going to look on the diagonals and see that 7 goes into both of those, and 2 goes into both of these numbers. 2 divided by 2 is 1, and 24 divided by 2 is 12, and then we're going to go ahead and multiply straight across. So I end up with -12 over 1. That simplifies to -12. If I ended up with an improper fraction as my answer, I would need to go ahead back and convert it back into a mixed number as my final answer, or MyLabs Plus is not going to accept it. I'm going to now give you some time to practice some problems.